Hey, my mates, really well played and well done for getting through your knockout, but really well played, man. 71, good stuff. I'm sure there's a few shots we can find out there, so good signs of where we're at, okay? So just quickly, just a quick explanation of what we're talking about, right? So I think you need to understand the full movement pattern, okay? And I guess in 3 dimensions, how it works, rather than on a camera. Camera's 2D, right? Okay, so the golf swing is fundamentally, obviously we slightly adapt to and change the things when we get to very high level stuff, okay? But essentially, fundamentally, the golf swing is a tilted circle, right? Okay, just a tilted circle built around your spine, okay? So, we're talking about shoulder plane. Now, the shoulder plane essentially must stay perpendicular 90 degrees to your original forward bend. That means your shoulders have worked perfectly in a rotary fashion, no angles have changed, your distance from the ball hasn't changed, okay? So that's where the shoulder plane sort of comes in, right? But now in terms of what you're talking about, okay, you feel like when the shoulder plane gets flatter, the club's going to get flatter, okay? It doesn't work, especially for you, okay, because of the complete or the range of the motion in 3 dimensions, okay? So let me just explain for a second. So we get here very, very, very well. So there's my shoulder turn, there's my shoulder plane, there's my arm depth, club's in a good position, okay? The problem from here is if you keep going, because it's a circle, okay, the club goes across the line. Okay, so if you flatten the plane, it might feel like that, but all that's going to happen is you're going to reach a point where the club is parallel to the plane, which is great, too early in the swing, okay? Because now you flattened out. So your arm depth goes a little bit deeper, so it feels flatter. And it is flatter, essentially, okay? But you reach it too early, okay? And now that just keeps going, and then it almost makes it worse. Okay, so you will from there attack the ball a little bit more from the inside. So the difference of getting across the line when you're a little bit disconnected, or you get this sort of external rotation, when I say you, anybody, if you keep the shoulder planes good and then you get across the line because you've a little bit of external rotation of that right elbow, but a disconnection of arms, you get across the line. Okay, those types of swings will come down above the plane, across out to it, okay? If you get across the line because you take the club away inside, which obviously you don't do, okay, but you get flat too early, get across the line, those people will get too far into out and hit blocks and hooks, push draws sometimes. Okay, so you're close to the second one because you're doing that move, you're just doing it later in the swing. So you're going here very well, okay, then you get flat, then you get long, okay, now you're just going to get more inside. Okay, which obviously that's essentially kind of what we're trying to get rid of. Okay, you tend to obviously get inside because the shoulder plane thing's a new thing, right? Because you do disconnect a little bit. Don't drop it on plane correctly, all right? And then you try and drop it on plane late. So that's why you get inside. Okay, but it also means if you flatten out the shoulder plane at the top, you're going to make that move worse. Okay, so especially when you first do it, you probably strike a bit better. And it won't go left, if anything, it'll go right. Okay, but it's only a matter of time before you get bored hitting right and you start flicking again and then they start going left again. Okay, so that's how it works. So what we're trying to do is get the shoulder plane as neutral as possible. It must always stay the same. Match the arm depth with the club set so that there's no work to do. As you shift weight and clear hips, you'll get a little bit of change of body angle, that'll slot the club for you, and then all you have to do is trust that circle, time that circle going through. Okay, so that's why the flat shoulder plane doesn't work. Obviously, there's a little bit more to it that I can't quite get into right now. I don't want to overcomplicate things as well. Okay, but that's the kind of difference in terms of why it's important to have a correct and consistent shoulder plane, why you can't randomly flatten out your shoulder plane. Okay, certainly not the end of the backswing. And then why you would sort of get a little bit inside. Okay, hope it all makes sense. Let me know if you understand all of that. But you stick to your drills. that we're doing. Okay, I look forward to seeing them. I think we're very close in sort of feels and understandings here, so I am pretty happy with where we're at. But obviously looking forward to seeing the videos from the drills this week. And I'll talk to you later in the week, mate. Okay, thanks very much.